What's the difference between free draw and line drawing mode? That's what I'm going to investigate today. If I create a new file in the application, then line drawing mode treats me with 100% drawing influence. It's not a coincidence, since this is the mode and influence level which is most suited for rendering line drawings. As a designer, you would start your workflow with a sketch, right? Let's say we have this coffee maker sketch. I just imported and adjusted the size of it. I'm going to write a quick prompt for it, just like coffee maker by Egg product design and key shot, and hit enter. As you can see, we can generate some coffee machines here. Okay, so with line drawing mode, we can render any sort of line drawings of any color and any background. It will work very well. The second thing which is going to work pretty well in line drawing mode is when you have a 3D volume. So I import this PNG of a 3D model here. I resize it and prompt something for it, like Adidas sneaker design concept, and hit enter for it. And I can start generating the Adidas sneaker design concept according to this 3D volume. The third thing which I can do is modify this 3D model according to my own taste. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and just create some details over the model to specify some details more so. Something like that. Just with few simple lines I can draw on top of the 3D model, and it's going to realize these changes and make it part of the whole picture, as you can see. So I can play around with that. If I'm jumped into 3D modeling and I'm building a base shape, I can easily sketch over and see the visualizations with the help of Vizcom. You don't have to necessarily start the detailed 3D work. You can validate it with a quick render. Okay, so these are the type of input materials that you can upload in the line drawing mode, and you can have a great result. Yeah, so these are the three main categories that you can work very well with the line drawing mode. Okay, now let's see free draw mode, what we can do in free draw mode. I'm going to hide these layers and re-import the coffee maker, and let's see what it does in free draw mode. I hit generate with 100% influence, but it won't work because 100% influence in free draw mode means that you're getting back exactly what you have on your canvas. So you have to lower your drawing influence a little bit in order to have some changes. Okay, so free draw mode will give you back a sketch if you uploaded a sketch, because it's going to take your visual language and just create incremental changes on your visual package. So it will not create a rendering out of a line work, just like how line drawing mode does. It's just going to make incremental changes of your visualization. But if you have a well-established visualization, just like this coffee maker, which I can upload here as a rendering, then free draw mode works very well. So I can drop the influence to like 50% and generate variations of my coffee maker or coffee machine. I can start generating these different interpretations of my coffee machine, and I can set the balance between the prompt and the image here by the drawing influence slider. And let's see, I like this rounded direction a bit more. I can add it to my canvas and increase the drawing influence and iteratively come up with better and better versions of my creation. Yeah, so I would say that free draw mode is a design tool for your visualizations, and line drawing mode is a visualization tool for your design. I have to mention that you can also modify these renderings. You can modify certain parts like that with the help of free draw mode, and then you can regenerate something according to these changes. Okay, so you can modify your renderings too. That's a good point here. The third thing which I would show about free draw mode is that you can start from scratch. So you can just create quick paintings with the brush tool about something that you want to design. Let's make it a quick headphone. Let's say something like that. It's a drastic lighting condition, but let's say premium headphone design concept. Bang and Olufsen. And hit enter with free draw mode and drop the drawing influence around 50%. Because if you start with the basic painting, if you would decrease the drawing influence in free draw mode, you can take advantage of the stable diffusion model, and you can generate some more realistic interpretation of your drawing, and you can like iteratively come up with better and better and more realistic visualizations of your base rough volume sketch. So just a few clicks away and I'm here with a pretty nice looking headphone, and I can play around with the drawing influence. I can ideate a bit more towards some different directions, or I can fixate my package a bit if I increase the drawing influence. But I like this direction, so I'm going to add it to my canvas, and so I can like start developing it. I can start modifying some parts on this and applying those changes. We don't want cables here, but this is very good. I can increase the drawing influence if I'm satisfied with this direction, and just let me generate my final one. Yep, like that. Okay, so these are the three things that you can upload into free draw mode. In free draw mode, you can have a painting or drawing, let's say, a rendering, or both. That's essentially the difference between free draw and line drawing mode. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to the Vizcom YouTube channel if you find this interesting, and don't forget to try out the application. Bye.